Hey y'all, it's JS here, once again checking in on this hot, humid Monday, August 19th, 2019. This is my second go round. Did 9 minutes 49 seconds and then I ran out of space. So it took me about a half hour to clear space, change some stuff around, and now back and running. So today is the 30-day anniversary of me starting the Daily Dose by JS. So the videos every day, been doing it, got something came over me that said I needed to do this, and I'm doing it, and I've been doing it. The weather, like I said, hot and humid, and we are out of the FMD, which is the full moon danger zone. For those who are just tuning in, I do a check-in, I do the weather, I do a greeting, I do a quote, and I just go through basically stuff that I see throughout the day that I find newsworthy. And I relate it to recovery, I relate it to a topic. Today's title is the Hangry Mystery. So, my check-in is based on a scale from 0 to 10. Three numbers, 7, 8, 7 is my BMS score today. And 7 being because body, mind, spirit, body being tired, with the reshuffling on my schedule, still trying to go to the gym. But I'm tired. I'm very active to the day, and this takes a lot out of me, believe it or not. I'm 8 in mind because I spoke with a friend today, Johnny Blaze, for a while, about foods, fitness, health, and wealth. We went over basically a slide biometrics that he had sent me, some foods some things I learned, basic level of knowledge, and it was interesting. It was good. It was really good. So my mind, body mind, M is 8, and the 7 for spirit. I thank God when I woke up this morning, another day on this green earth. I need to maintain that connection to the sky spirit guide, but I know that it is with me. Case in point, BMS. BMS I found on a site today, or I found when I was helping out, and what I'm going to do is take the cardboard off of this, and I'm going to put it on my collage with the life water. So BMS, B, body, mind, spirit, BMS. I mean, little things like that just, it intrigues me. So I know I'm on the right track, on the right path. And, I'm grateful. Grateful for a higher power, grateful for my family, grateful for Avery, grateful for my supports, professional and personal. Grateful for the opportunities I have to help and create. Grateful for my super creative mind, and grateful for the ability to identify emotions. And speaking of emotions, the Hangry Mystery. Hangry is a combination, obviously, of hungry, angry. Sometimes we get there, I get hangry. I do. Aristotle has a quote: anyone can be angry. That's easy. But to be angry with the right person, to the right degree, at the right time, for the right purpose, and in the right way, that's not easy. This is definitely not easy. And that's by the Nichromantian Ethics, his book. So resentments, in AA they say resentments are the number one offender. Goes to stress, and I did a video on stress, and I'll do another one. Stress is a huge part of relapse prevention. Understanding what stress is, understanding coping mechanisms, coping skills, understanding what to do when you have a situation. I actually had a situation this morning where I found some things that I used to use, and I looked at them and I threw them out. Just one of the things, I was looking for toothpaste, and it happened to be in a bag that was behind another thing, and it happened. So again, I refuse to be a broken shoestring away from returning to that nightmare. So I'm good, but definitely tested. And the number one offender, resentments. But the usual outcome in concluding that others were wrong was that people continued to be wrong, and we stayed sore. For the alcoholic addict, the resentment business is infinitely grave. we found that it's fatal. For when harboring such feelings, we shut ourselves off from the sunlight of the Spirit. If we were to live, we would have to be free to anger. The grouch and the brainstorm, often called a thought shower these days. I like brainstorm better, has a better ring. Brainstorm. Anyway, they're not for us. They may be the dubious luxury of normal men, but for alcoholics, addicts, these things are poison. It goes back to Aristotle. Speak the truth, do not yield to anger. Give when little is asked of thee. And I believe he who angers you conquers you. So that's a work in progress, and I can't say that I don't get angry. I can't say I'm not angry at certain peoples now. But, again, to the right degree, to the right extent, to the right person, at the right moment, for the right time. So it'll work out, I'm sure. I used to think I had the right to be angry, justifiable anger. Someone pissed me off. I had the right to say what I wanted to say to them. I had a right to be angry. And I would even get a rush from the anger at times. I realized that after much introspection and reflection. But in the end, anger is a useless emotion. But the link between anger and hunger is undeniable. And I was just playing around with the words in the title, but both because food and anger were discussed today. They were common themes in my life, and I'm living, food, creativity, goes together. I'm living proof that it can work. You can use the creativeness to make foods and to develop things and get in touch with your creative side. I can go on. In the future, I'm going to open up a treatment center. I'm going to use the culinary arts as the basis of the creativity. Art therapy, culinary arts, creative writing, poems, using interactive role-playing, music. And there is going to be a nutrition program with a gym. A friend of mine, he opens up gym. That's what he does. So it's in the future. It's not now, but something to look forward to. Something to, I'm a visionary, and I'm going to be making some news. So, but for now, just making the foundation solid so I can be a better service to others. So, I guess that's the mystery. Which foods help calm, which foods help stay calm, and if we eat certain foods, do we not get angry? Maybe so, maybe no. Some food for thought. But in yesterday's news, the protesters in Hong Kong, they're coming out in full force. Over a million people. That's a lot of peoples. And it was from them being able to be shipped to the mainland from Hong Kong, so it had to do with the states' rights. And now it's for police brutality and alleged corruption in the government. So there's some things going on in China now, and Twitter actually banned ad for state-run media from placing ads on Twitter. They're no longer accepting advertisements from China, basically. And the new policy comes hours after Twitter and Facebook released a statement saying that they detailed a covert state-backed social media campaign run from China sought to undermine the ongoing demonstrations in Hong Kong. So it just goes to show how the government over there is really trying to shape and control the minds of the people. Again, I feel blessed to be living in the land of the free. Say what you want to say about the United States, but it comes out today that Greenland lost 12.5 billion tons of ice melting on August 2nd, the largest single-day loss in recorded history. But there's no environmental climate crisis, greenhouse effect. Who knows? Does it exist? Seemed to be that way, eh? Other news, the Pedo Island broker signed his will 2 days before his death. Again, don't need to mention the name. It's not going to happen on my show, on my broadcast here, my vlog. $577 million goes to his only brother, Matt, which is the only heir. And CNN actually corrected, said that no decision filed who will receive the proceeds of the estate. Court papers list his brother Mark as the sole heir and next of kin. Other news, ocean garbage patch found in the Atlantic Ocean. Whoever is going to be very rich, whoever cleans up those oceans and gets the plastic out of there. CNN visited the coast and, detailed when hooked up with Greenpeace and detailed how the turtles lived in the environment of the Sargasso Sea. It's a section of the Atlantic Ocean. So more to come on that environmental news. So in sports, Joao Felix, Kay Havertz, and 16-year-old phenom Eduardo Camavinga were shining stars in their matches in Europe and across the weekend. So you'll see those names again in the news. Joao Felix, Kay Havertz, and Eduardo Camavinga. So music news, Matt Maeson, Cringe, good song. Really good song. And then Everything or Nothing by Willy Echo. And I'll put those in the description. And that's pretty much what I've got. It's getting late, so this is the time I've been doing it. So I hope everyone's living in joy, doing what they want to do, doing what they love to do. If not, make a call, send a text, write an email, take a walk, reach out. Family member, friend, doctor, group meeting, YouTube, social media, and plenty of outlets, healthy outlets for us. Plenty. Stay hydrated. Don't text and drive. JS, signing off.